Once again, to appreciate everyone that takes their time to watch Pitchside and catch up on the latest information that comes your way. But this time around, we are out of Uganda. This is Pitchside, Egypt, exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Egypt and I'm here on a mission. You know, we keep saying that our sons are playing pro football across the world. But do we ever take the time to actually check them out and inquire how they're doing outside Uganda? That's what Pitchside is doing for you out there. And I'm in Nasser City, and I'm privileged and honored to be joined by one of Uganda's sons who is playing his professional football in Egypt. And he's none other than Joakim Ojera. We're at his mansion. Tuli mu good life. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Duka juice. Life is good. Ebyokunywa webiri n'ebyokulya, so tuli ready okuba tugenda maaso. Oje ndi musanyufu nnyo kuba nti negaseko ku Pitchside. How are you, sir?
Nange, I'm happy to meet you in Cairo, in a foreign land.
Tukikyusaamu oje omanyi kati abantu tebatamanyi nti ebintu bino we tujja ne tubikolera mu mawange eno abantu balaba bingi bayiga bingi. Tuli wano naye tulya nga we tunywa. So oje buli kimu akikwasaganyiza. So oje kigenda gitya?
Tulya ebintu, of course, omanyi olina okulya ofuna amaanyi agakola. Eat and get the energy to work. Yeah.
Oko yanjawulo omuteringa ye Kampala.
Yeah.
So anyway, how's life been basically as Joakim Ojera, as a foreign player basically? Obulamu badde butya mu club okuku?
It's not easy, never easy. Yeah, you know, the higher you go, the harder it becomes, not the cooler.
The harder, not cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of challenge, sometimes away from your family. Yeah, and in a foreign land, you don't know the language isn't easy. A lot of things that distract you is there, but as a footballer, you know what you came to do, and you have to stay and face the challenges as a man.
For the uninitiated, Joakim Ojera plays for El Makawun, the club that plays in the Egyptian second division. And it's a club that has a lot of history, really, for sure. It's a club that has brought Mohamed Salah. It's a club that has brought Mohamed El Neni. And all these players are idolized at the club's training facility. But just to maybe start from, you know, behind, as Joakim Ojera, let me start with your journey as Joakim Ojera. Where does the love for football start from? Otandi kocho gamba nti kasamba omupiira omoyo olebyo okunyumirwa naye mu buto giro jjukira nti kati omupiira gunyuma kantandika okusamba mu buto.
I was in P4. Yeah, from P4 is when I used to play with my Kawempe boys. Kawempe, Nenga, we just play for fun because we are in the, you know, twainanga ku primary.
Nga musamba mbine bya mpola kwekuba
amasomero bituuka
nga buli omaddayo mu kirasi asoma.
But of course, time reach and what was P5 or P6 nga esomero ba HM batandise okunjagala because of football. Kati nga I could feel the love. You know, when you feel people loving you for what you're doing, it gives you more energy. Yeah. So it was from primary that I started slowly. Secondary. Then, of course, I just found myself here. And it's a long story, very big. Though I cannot explain all
of it.
Yeah. There's some key part I can remember. Yeah.
Kakati otuuka time ki mu career yo oba mu bulamu bwo n'ogamba nti guno mpira guli mu sente. What is that one moment you remember ekujjukiza n'ogamba omanyi kansigale nga nsamba omupiira?
Moment eyo nzijukira sente ze nasooka okufuna yali mutwalo nkaaga. Nali ku ssomero, then coach Bisaso coach Bisaso nantwala ku Gomba yantwala ku Gomba then bampa mutwalo nkaaga yali sente nka mwana w'essomero
sente zaali nyingi ezo
obeera ne mutwalo nkaaga
okuzanyira amasaza
ate nga oli ku ssomero ate nga ku ssomero nga bakuwa ekitiibwa kuzanyire kati nga weneyongera ng'osamba I got more love from people and others you understand so era mutwalo eyo nkaaga gye nafuna ku Gomba kyampa nnyo
motivation
kya motivatinga nnyo yeah
ofuna emitwalo enkaaga wetegeera nti no osobola okusamba omupiira era n'ofunamu jani eyo okuyingira Uganda Premier League etandikirawa kakati awo ozanye mu masaza soko onyumizaawo kati oyingira otya mu Uganda Premier League kuba of course wali mu URA abasinga basooka kulaba ku mu URA naye jani eyo soko gitugambyemukko kakati
omanyi nasomera ku Juliana
St Juliana
kati oyo mwami oyo HM bali bamuyitaani mwerabidde director actually nga tuwanyo sente fa basambi kati chatuwanya amaanyi but after of course school life netukimala kati wenamala senior 6 nenfuna one big guy bamwita Bishop Tom Okello from Lira Lira United ojijukira wajulirako
najulirako sebo
bajibanninga nga balwanye n'abapaida
njijukira
kati nalimwe yo team kati bajibanninga into the league then oyo mwami then na sponsoring anengenda ke Dubai by the way
kati oyo mwami yali nga
yalina timu ye nanyine Lira United
n'ogisambira ng'omusambi
nave Kampala nga ndi ku ssomero nenzija nensamba
nga wali weewaddeyo nnyo
yali anjagala nnyo nga era mpa everything I need kati then after babanning a team he sponsored me nengende Dubai for trials
so he knew that you had a career in football
and he wanted to see me go far era kyemmanyi eyo gyali
akwenyumirizaamu
agamba omwana kasitawa nga alina gyali kati
alina gyalaze
era we are sponsoring nengende Dubai in one team called Emirates FC nagendayo for 3 weeks almost 2 months by the not weeks 3 months coach yali anjagala naye nafuna challenges nga sina CV no professional level tobalaga very
bakubuuza wazanyira wali ozanyiddeko wow baku cranes
kati ebyo byonna abantu benali competing nabo ku trials
bali babirina
of course nga babirina everything national team players of course I had to make my U-turn back to Uganda naye nakitegeera not in a bad way era coach yannyonnyola nangamba you a good player you go and do this and this but we cannot take you because of the people we have this in your position the severe wenzito actually Asamogian by then yali asambira mu Dubai eyo team kata Asamogian yatuma bali abasambi eri atenga of course with this CV nebansingako like
advantage though they had the advantage
then nenzira yo Uganda kati wenaddayo then I went to URA
how do you otukote okuyingira URA
mbadde njagala zijukira they were having trials in Chambogo then one man Dano Bote
senior Dano Bote sir
Dano Bote
I greet you
nankubira simu nangamba oli wanze ndikama nangaye gendo training eko ne URA even if only one day kati when agendayo na training actually it was some Simba there Nsumba coach Mukasa coach Lutalo then training it was a one day session era nze nali simanyi nti ngamanyi just training I don't know that bali ku trials bichi then the next day ne bankubira simu then roko bilina gano okudda ine ngamba even training nze ngasiraba muchi
tolaba mu
after like 2 days ne bankubira simu ne bangamba jangu tuinayo friend nengamba kangende bali bagenda bakayunga nengenda actually oba nze nateba ne goal omweyo friend ya bakugobe mu 0 nina kulaba nga bankubire simu lete oina release letter because my system na licha ikairaga nti I'm a player of Lira United nabaji baninga nengamba ni nsobola jifuna nenkubira omwami oyo Bishop ne mugamba ni mukujja
nolinya nogenda
ngenda nendeta actually nakomao naye okuva Lira nenkomao naye paka mu office ya URA
yategeera nti waliwo omugaati awo
era yafuna yavira mwao yafuna inze satundia sent I was just excited that I'm now going in a platform where I can
you have an opportunity
yes but era even simanyi sisaatunule na sente zeba signing naye nze zantukako
nogenda n'ekyo
nengenda nakyo because it was I didn't expect yeah I couldn't know that I'm joining a URA team and of course I wanted to show myself up kakati
ng'osayininga awo
bansayininga
myaka emeka ojjukira myaka 3
nazijukira nali ŋŋaanye ne baŋŋamba kati omwaka ogusooka engeri gy'okyali muto ate first time y'omu liigi tetugibala kati tutandika obala ey'okubiri ng'omanyidde nendaba nga it makes sense and signing 3 years in URA
kakati linda mukatini awo ng'ojoininga URA okusoma ku wali otuuseewa
senior 6 nze nga tonnyumiza nakoma era nali siri wing
okweyongerayo
kasita ndaba nafuna gundi contract engamba kati ate kati nsoma kunoonya sente waliyo sente zentandikirawo
ozirabye
nga nze siraba nyo just ate ngende mu university biki
nokibalamu ng'olaba
kinsekikuyisaawo nze nga njagalirawo nze nakula njagalirawo sente
ebimu ku bintu ebiyamba oba ebiremesa abantu nga mmwe talent gye mulina okutuuka gye mutuuse bazadde
kituufu
nkyogedde emirundi ebiri ekiyamba oba ekiremesa bazadde bo balina roolo ki mu kaliyayo nga Joakim Ojera gy'ovudde bakuwagirako mwafunako obutakkaanya kibadde kikyasooka otuwabulemuko era abazadde obagamba kyeyo abatulaba wano ku pitch side
abazadde
sokotandika oba bakuwagira
mbagala nnyo abazadde bange era naye grandmam wange mwagala nnyo
played a big role.
She has been there for me more always supporting me in all situation yeah era mwagaliza more life nainga all my parents they were there. They don't know benefits of football because in my family nobody has ever played football to my level or not even at a school level but of course now I know wali abajja since I have put something on the table for them to start from
Nenga how hard was it or is it for your parents to appreciate you nti Joakim kati ojja samba omupiira kati kituufu it's a good thing process eyo yali etya soko ogitu
omanyi nva mu family but they believe a lot in education.
You have to go to school.
So it was so challenging between them not seeing me continuing with school and they have no idea about football because since then money was not showing up immediately when I joined URA.
True.
Of course it's recent as so
okukyusa obulamu bw'omuntu twazze kunyumirwa basawo ne banyabo bucket ey'okubiri omwana Kevin ali ku kamera tasaaga esooka agikubye n'agiteeka wali tulabe ekiri wano sikulabawo so kati ekiri e Misiri Kampala simanyi oba naddayo kiri wano siri wakudda ne kati awo batandika batya okutegeera nti Joakim ono ojja katumu respect kyaliko kituufu
omanyi omuzadde ng'alaba toyina mulimu aba ku expecting every time mukubireko musaba kasente kati nze kaseera katuuka nga sikyabikola ebyo kati nga beebuuza omwana abeerawo atya ate nga ndi bulungi kati ekyo nekinyanguyira they did not ask me a lot of questions biki kasita bategeera nti ndi ku URA of course I've had to move on bakkiriza naye nga until when hittingamu up to the national team awo musekafa time awo ne bawanika
muline makistry
tumutadde kasamba omupiira
which was interesting naye nga kuyiga kikojja mu kintu ng'ekyo era abazadde obawa advice kinga ojje kati
nze kyemanyi omwana ng'omwana ye aba asobola kulaba talenti ye wabula gwelemerako omuzadde naye oba takiraba because omuzadde ye ayinza okuba si bye yabiyita mu life eyo naye kati buli muntu mukama amuwa talent gwe olina okukiremerako nobody will push you for your own talent it's very rare naddala nga you're in that stage of struggling to come up tonamanyikiddwa nobody knows you omuzadde kizibu of course omuzadde ayagala osome
naye omuzadde omuwa amagezi ki
naye n'omuzadde olaba omwana ng'alemedde ku kintu soka n'omuwamu time olabe because nze kyemanyi everything you just have to give it time yeah and the more you give it time the more you learn and achieve something in it.
Katuli kuyuwala awo tukulaba faawo ng'okyanga akapiira odduka ku wingi speed tugakanako kavudde waako yuwala yakajjeewa naye nga speed gy'okozesa nga yakika kya waggulu nnyo. Experience yo ku URA yali etya?
Nasangamu abali bansingako experience in my number. Naye omanyi wobeera nga omuntu govuganya naye oba osobola kumuyigirako. Kati nze abantu abo abali basamba wensamba nabayigirako kye bayina nengatako nekyange. Awe nafunira opportunity okubajjako from that number, then I started getting playing time. Yeah.
Ekintu kyoyogedde ekyo nti bwe wali osamba nabo wabayigirako n'oyongeramu. Eri omwana atulaba eyo nga yeegomba Ojera ali ku professional. Omuntu oyo omwana oyinza mu advising, how can they achieve something like that? Oba kimugonzeremuko otegeeza kyawo?
Actually, okuyiga is to learning from someone who is ahead of you.
You observe?
Gwe laba kyakusinga, then nawe onoonye kikyo ky'omusinga. Okitegera? What you are better than him, ky'omusingako already okiyina. Naye ye alina kyakusinga. You understand? Kati gwe nawe kope ekyo kyakusinga. Ogate n'ekikyo. Ojja kuba omubitinze. Kitegeera? Because wobanga gwe olina kyonsinga, nange ninayo kyenkusinga, when kikubbako ekikyo kyonsinga, definitely I will be ahead of you in everything. Kitegeera? Oba akusinga kudduka, nawe noonya engeri gy'oddukamu. Oba asinga kusaala, nawe noonya engeri gy'otandika kola ki? Okusala.
Kakati kuyuwala awo tukomawa time etuuka nga tulaba nti waliwo kale ekibaluwaawo ekyafuluma babasaze sente ne mwekyanga Shafika Jimusewo okutumiddeko nnyo Captain Kuchi bamujjako ekikomo ne bafulumya list ti bano tubawummuza. Kiki ekyatuukawo exactly awo because tetwakimanya?
Ku URA nga omanyi change comes with a lot of things.
Yes.
And it affects a lot and many people gain from change. So ku URA nzijukira before that nagendako Libya. I went there for 1 month. Kati twali tulinayo our discussion with URA before I went to Atesa this and that. So when agenda Libya nentuuka eyo netandika okuba masima mabega they should give me way forward. Nga I think maybe bafunamu obuzibuzibu. Of course nenkomawo nekigaana.
So basically wali oyagala URA ekute ogene muri Libya. Naye bo ne bagamba nedda komawo.
Of course there were situation bichi nange ng'omanyi omuntu ng'ogenzeko olabyeko life ya pro n'okomawo Uganda toba kyekimu. Mentality yakyukirawo. Era saamala bbanga ddene I had to look for my way because nalabako what is there nga ndaba esingako ekiri ewaka. Ebbaluwa eyo ali ku performance. Tiimu ekoze bubi. So this month tetugenda bawa full, tugenda basalako half.
Because tiimu ekoze bubi.
Nzijukira nga ligi yakagendako emipiira ng'ena. Ate ku emipiira ena nasambako emipiira 2. Batukubako gumu ne draw emu. So nange ne ngamba kati nalina yeri mentality already. Nina okuva Uganda.
Obachi.
Kati nze we bampa ebbaluwa eyo. Ngamba okay. Nze sisawa kukiriza ekintu which was not in the contract. That either poor performance to kusalako, it was not in my contract. So nenfunamu obuzibu ogisigning eyo baluwa. So I did not sign.
You and Kajimu actually did not play for the club again.
Yeah. Such twalanga kintu kikulu naye nanoonya my way out. That was on.
So how do you live your life?
See, the batuwambu baluwa ya suspension nentule waka for mwezi mulamba. Then nzijukira before that incident happened twasambako Rayon sport friendly match.
Mwagende Rwanda. Just before it happened.
Just before. That thing happened in January. Then I think we played in Rwanda in this early January. So it happened late January. So ekyanyamba when twasamba against Rayon sport, I put up a show. Kati I think one of the official of Rayon sport who was the CEO, Mr. Patrick Yeah, I think he observed me. So when Cheka we audit anti the situation me and URA, nagamba kakoleche kantwale maybe nsambire. Of course, they wanted me to go permanently. URA in Ghana. Chekanga they need something better, this and that,
A better offer.
So nangamba kale jangu ku loan miezi mukaga. It was very easy choice for me to make because all I needed was out of Uganda. I wanted to try a new environment. I did not even look at any other team in Uganda in my mind because I traveled to Libya. I've seen professionalism, so I was like, kangendeke Rwanda. That's how I joined Rayon Sport.
That's how you joined Rayon Sport. And I've not known a Ugandan player in the Rwanda Premier League that has received a lot of love. Like Joakim Ojera. Abantu bakwagala nnyo mu Rayon Sport.
Actually, when I went to Rwanda and the scenario that was behind me, already my mind, I was like, I need to have a better life and a better opportunity, and I enjoy football again after having some stressful days at my previous club. So the way they welcomed me at the airport of Rwanda, I have never seen Ugandan teams doing this.
It was too much love.
Yes. So I was like, wait,
what's happening?
Is this Rwanda? The way they welcomed me. So that welcome gave me a lot of courage. I was like, wait, if they can welcome me like this, how about if I play?
Even do better.
Yes. So that welcome was enough for me to get a lot of energy. Yeah. And push.
And perform well.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 months and the performance was up there. You almost won the league. Tell us about that experience. How was it?
In Rwanda, what I can tell you, a determined player, you can play and enjoy. You understand? Because Rwanda is a country that they love football. They love football. And when it's a match day, you're always having the vibe. When I went to Rwanda, I kept receiving mobile money messages from people I don't know.
From fans.
I don't know where they get my number. Every after game, I'm receiving messages. May God bless those people, Bambi.
It was crazy.
I miss them. I miss those fans too much. They always made my day, any day. Even if I'm having a bad day or good day, I am sure they are behind.
So it wasn't a hard decision for you to sign for Rayon Sport after 6 months?
It was very easy. That is why after the 6 months, I renewed. Yeah, though I did not finish that contract, but it was very easy for me. And unfortunately, renewing my contract, it's not the club that paid me, it's the fans that collected money.
Yeah, I saw that thing on X.
So alone that, you can imagine.
They collected money to sign you.
They collected money. I had offer from other Rwandan teams, but when I looked at the community collecting their own money,
it touched
because I remember one old woman, when after some game, she came and told me, I paid my 500, and 500 is just like 1,500 Ugandan shilling. So you can imagine if omukazi omukadde nakwata 10 nasasula bagule
OJ.
You understand?
It's so touching.
I still feel that.
Yeah, but also I think Rayon Sport is a team that has so many fans.
So many.
And it's a team that has been there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also talk about the fact that you are in a team that had fellow Ugandans. I think Charles Bale was in that team. There was
Charles Bale, Musa Isenu, Tamalekem.
Okay, so at that time when you're at Rayon Sport, you failed to win the league. I think APR won it on the final day, something like that. What lessons did you pick out there in that season as OJ at Rayon Sport?
First of all, me not winning the league, because in my life I've never won a league.
Yes.
For not winning the league, I think it was our mistake as players. We neglected one of the team.
Relaxed a bit.
We relaxed. It is Gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla. I think they beat you.
They beat us.
1-0 or something?
They beat us, I think, 2-1. Because we needed to win that game to get our space. Then we to Muina. We lost that game, but we had a cup. It's called Peace Cup. Like Uganda Cup.
Like Uganda Cup.
Yeah. So our focus, we know the league is done. We turn to Peace Cup. That is where we put all our energy. We won. We took that Peace Cup.
You won the Peace Cup. But how did you feel winning the Peace Cup? That's a huge milestone.
It was my first time winning a league cup with a team. Yeah, so in Rwanda when I won the Peace Cup, the city was on fire, and I felt the positive vibes of the people, and I love them, and and I always tell players that anything you wanna do, don't look at money first. It's a certain Rayon cent is a Rayon sport.
Like where you do 100%.
I knew Rayon sport was a way for me because it's most followed, not like URA. Rayon sport is followed everywhere. All their games are always live. You understand? Yeah.
Which was good. So you're at a team where you loved so much. You've won the domestic cup. You are a mainstay in the team. And then you wake up one morning and you have to leave the team.
Yeah.
How does that happen, OJ? How do you end up leaving Rayon Sport where you are loved so much?
At Rayon Sport, I think it was after the Confederation exit. Because we played one team from Libya, Al Hilal. Yeah. So I had a good game in this game, and I caught eyes of the coach, of the opponent coach, and of course immediately after that game, he told me, don't forget about me. Yeah, I am.
Meaning that I want to sign you.
Even immediately after the game, he came and gave me, because I remember in that game Amnanu scored, by the way. It ended 1-1 and we were knocked out in penalty. But that day is the day I knew Kigali has people. The stadium, that stadium, Kigali.
The King Pele Stadium, full to capacity.
That day, I think even 3 hours before the game, the stadium was full. I was not afraid of anything that day. I would give out myself for anything because it was really so motivating to see the fans like that in the streets of, So after the game, the coach was like, I'm interested in you. I was like, okay, no problem. I think that was in October. That's when we got the exit from the Confederation.
Confed Cup.
So we played November, December, and January came, and they were like, I got a message from one agent. I have an offer for you from 2 clubs, this from Libya and in Egypt. And of course, the Egypt deal was more serious, and they were so much in need. So when they sent me the offer, of course, now I was like, wait, this is a club where the fans love me. But then this is this offer is gonna change something at home.
In my life.
Yes, so.
The one in Egypt.
Yeah. So it was hard.
You had to make a decision.
I had to make a decision and move to Egypt. But of course, I know I left in a good way, not in a bad way.
Oh, you sat down and explained to them. And
yes, and the club also received something. So I did not just run away.
So it was a win-win.
Yeah.
Tadeu Rwanga is there. APR just signed Hakim Chiwanuka and Dennis Omedi. Why is Rwanda attracting more Ugandan players?
Ugandans are talented.
For sure.
And Rwanda, they want to see their league perform well in the continent and in Africa. That is why you see they are going for Ugandan players. And of course, every Rwandan team have now believe in Ugandan players. Rwanda will always take our talents because maybe their pay is good.
They pay players well.
They pay players well, and of course every player would like to be where there's a good money. And facilities, batusingamuko. Shitegera, batusingamuko facilities, and the way they run their league. Batusingamuko lwakuba tufe tubasingako abasambi abalungi. Naye facilities they let us down a bit, but nalabe bali mu kuzimba some, so hopefully maybe we shall also reach to that facility level.
So you arrive at El Makaoun. How has it been for you as Joakim Ojera? I watched today's training session and I heard the coach speak only Arabic.
Yeah.
Only Arabic. And OJ, you're from Uganda, from Lira, you've never gone to a school of Arabic. What is happening? First tell us life in Egypt. How have you adapted?
Life in Egypt was not easy. As you know, Uganda Muchitundunga is a new place. It's never easy. It will take you some good days and weeks and months to get used. Zengana akajja when I remember, things were not easy. At my arrival, it looks so easy because bangula nga banjagala. You understand? Now to get used to their kind of football, it took me time. Because I remember it took the coach that brought me. He played me the first game, the second game, the third game.
You're not clicking yet.
Nainga, he sees the idea. Nainga, he feels I still need to study
the game plan.
I was having results of pressure from above. They need result. Nainga kenyini nalabanga. Things are not. I need to first see. Nainga, what helped me? Natulanga nyo ku TV nga nabaligi zaabwe. Kati nga ndabanga zi timu ezo zi masiri okitegera hawo abasambi babengere je bakola mu run kati it took me like 2 months, but once I got into the team I never got out. You understand? So this helped me that I learned because at one point I wanted to go back home. No, I wanted to terminate my contract. Because I had one club in Libya and Saudi. Yeah. So when I looked at that, I was like, but they were like, they need me when I'm free. They can't buy my contract. So, but again, the club couldn't let me go because I had just arrived and they spent their money.
To bring you.
Yeah.
So you had to hang in there?
I had to hang in, train, but I used to watch more of their games, other opponent teams. So I started coming into the rhythm slowly. You understand? So now I'm used. I'm used, yeah.
What are those things that you have learned from other Egyptian players, especially with your role as a winger and your pace? How have you combined the two? What's that unique thing? How do you make those runs, maybe? For a young player out there who would get the opportunity to learn?
What I know, every player in the pitch has a role. You understand? Play your role. The role the coach send you to do. Just do that.
Tova kumulamwa.
Because wona chivako no kolensobi.
Tebaja kusonyiwa.
The coach, because here the coach takes a mistake very seriously. We do video analysis every game. We study the opponent and they will tell you what to do in the game. You understand? So if the coach tells you to do this and this, and you make the same mistake in the game, and by mistake they happen to penetrate through that and win the game, then it's not gonna be a day for you because you're a professional. This is football. You train on what you're going to do in the next game, like you saw our training today.
Yes,
you see how the coach was telling us what to do. Yeah, so if you're a professional and you know what you have to do in the game, just you have to do that.
That's all.
The way to make it is everyone has his role.
The food, the weather, have you been able to adjust as OJ in Egypt?
Yeah, the weather is hard because this is, you see, it's winter.
It's too cold.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. But now we manage. We manage because you have to put on heavy clothes and always keep yourself hydrated enough. You understand? And of course, I have some Ugandan food here, like posho. I cook for myself sometime. Sometime when I'm tired, I get some small snacks.
Anyways, you have other Ugandans who are playing in Egypt, or should I say in your team?
In my team, I have Ochaya.
Yanyanguira nnyo obulamu by the way. Atukwasaganyiza atya Ochaya soko mwogereka.
Ochaya oyo musajja mulugwara. Kate nange ndi mulugwara. Kati we twafunanga challenges nga twegeya mu lulimi lwaffe.
Nemuga mwana.
Bali batugeya. Actually ne mu kisaawe. Tuogeranga. Ale muga oyo takuyitako.
Tokkiriza.
Tokkiriza. Naye ngamba mutwale. Kati at the end of the day, oba ofuna omuntu
mwe supporting.
Actually, kyanyamba nnyo ekintu ekyo. Kyanyamba nnyo. Because I remember we twasamba Zamalek. Mwalimu oyo Mutyaba.
Travis.
Bambi nga bamuyingizamu ng'ebula like 20 minutes. Yeah, 20, yeah. Naye nalabanga amanyi mubeera mu kisaawe nga you study your opponents.
Yes.
Yayingiramu nga talina omuntu amu encouraginga. Tebamuwa mupiira.
Ate nga ali mu timu ya pressure.
Timu ya pressure. Kwegamba ekyo nakyo kitu affectinga. Kati nze kyannyanguira okufuna omusajja Omuganda ate nga tukwatagana.
Mutambulira awo.
Obulamu ne butambula. Era kati nawagenda. Nze nakimanyidde.
Competitiveness ya second league Egypt eri etya. Omuntu ayinza okubeera eyo n'agamba muli mu second division maybe teri kyamaanyi soko tuwabulemu kaawo. Competitiveness eri etya because wendaba ku kimeeza muli mu kyakubiri naye temuli wala nnyo ne Wagrid Deja.
Kaakati twave waggulu nga tumanyidde omupiira gwe waggulu mu first division.
Mu top flight. Era
ku tiimu abasigalako twasigalako abantu nga 5. Abasinga bonna bagenda because eno wansi batyayo.
Eno wansi olina kukola nnyo.
Batyayo olina okuba nga oli extra working hard. Ligi ya wansi nzibu nnyo. Because eno wansi tiimu kati let me take an example like my team. Yesinga Katwe is the biggest club in the second division right now. So every team that comes, every player that comes and play against us, he wants to show up.
Because they want to join them.
Yeah. And every player's dream is to come and play in this team. Because it is having every facilities, everything a professional player needs.
I've toured the first on Tuteo, you showed me the
So it's really very hard. Very hard because when a player comes to play you, when he's motivated by playing against you, that's already a challenge for you. It means you have to push extra harder than him to win him. So it's just not easy, second division. It's very hard, very hard.
The Zamalek and Al Ahly, let me ask you about the top flight in Egypt. We've read about Zamalek and Al Ahly for a very long time. They tell us they are the biggest teams, especially Al Ahly on the continent and all. Are there other teams that can put Zamalek and Al Ahly down? Like, okay, I know there's pyramids, there's what, but when you look at the Egyptian Premier League, are there other teams that can fight for that title apart from those two? Or the league is too political and it has to be Al Ahly or Zamalek?
You know, in Africa, Al Ahly is taking the best team. So they always try to keep that team.
To be the best.
It's representing Egypt. It's representing Africa. That's what I can say. They always favor.
Al Ahly.
It's favored.
It's favored. Because of its history.
The fans, the players also, they have a lot of motivation. Too much. Because every time they win a game, they get motivated and they have good squad. So you understand what is having fans and a good squad and money. You know, you have fans, you have good squad, you have the money. So everything is in their hand. Yeah, they have the upper hand even more than Zamalek.
Okay. Yeah. As we conclude this interview, for a young footballer out there in the Uganda Premier League who is going to watch this interview and wants to go pro, how would you advise them?
Tabo, what I can tell you, the young players who are coming, who are not yet in professional, don't rush with agents. You understand? Let the agent look for you at the right time. You are still in a small team, and an agent will say, I want to sign you. He will sign you, but if you don't push, he doesn't have power to bargain for you.
And so he'll walk away.
Definitely, he will not even look. That's the same thing. I had 3 agents. 3 very sure deal. Make a good CHAN game, 1 match, 2 match, you won't see yourself back in Uganda. So, this thing, when I did not make a good CHAN, I don't know what happened to me. Up to now, I still don't know in that CHAN. How? Because I didn't see myself playing. But I was so eager to move out of the country. But look, I'm now out of the country, but at the time that I don't even expect. So sometimes God does his thing. He will first put you in a situation where you will suffer.
Then he will come through.
Then he will come for you. So every player, nothing will be smooth. When you see at the time that things are not going well for you in the pitch, keep pushing, keep pushing. Definitely one day the sweat will always pay off.
Okay, you won the Sekafa with Coach McKinstry on home soil in 2019.
Yeah.
You, Brighton Okani, Mustafa Kiza, you know, and all those young players. The shirt that you played for is going to host, or is now going to play Chan in August as host nation, and also host AFCON 2027. How do you feel about that as a Ugandan?
It's nice. It's really nice. Like Ugandans will have that vibe in Kampala. Seeing nations like Cameroon, such big nations coming to play in our country, which I don't think it has ever happened. It's the first time. It's nice, and it's for players. It's really nice, interesting playing in front of your fans. Yeah. And I wish it will be a positive whatever. A positive tournament for Uganda.
You definitely have never said that you've retired from the national team. You are still an active player. What is your target now?
I was in national team against South Africa. South Africa and against Congo home.
The AFCON qualifiers.
Yes. National team, yes, every player wants to play. But right now, I don't want to look at national team because I'm looking at my performance at the team. Yeah, but because that's why I told you that the right time will always come for everything. There's no need to push. There's no need to rush. All right now, work on yourself. Play a good game. Football is not like something that you'll do in the dark. The feel is there. Go show up, and the result will come out.
Any message for the Joakim Ojera OJ fans out there? Please speak to them in that camera.
Yeah, to all the fans out there who are a fan of OJ, thank you so much for supporting. Most of the people of Rwanda. I don't know, I have a lot of love from Rwanda, so it's not bad. I love so much the people of Uganda who support me. The Rwandese, thank you so much for everything. I receive your messages. Thank you once again. See you all next time. I'm coming back.
The fans of El Makawun, is that how the club is pronounced?
Yeah, Al Makaulin.
Al Makaulin.
Arab contractors. Thank you so much for supporting the club. Keep it up. See you in the first division. We are working hard. Yeah.
Okay, so straight here from Nasser City in Egypt, Pitchside has definitely had an exclusive chat with Joakim Ojera, Uganda Cranes and El Makawun player, at his very, very lavish home. As you can see, man has art. He has kinekisaba bakitaba kya simanyi naye kati ndawa sente zokaze
ziri
Harry Potter. And we've had a great time. We've really had a great time. As Pitchside, we'll bring you more of this content. So subscribe, like, comment, share, and spread the love, guys. Spread the love. From Cairo, Egypt, yours truly, Tabu Peter. Keep it Pitchside and don't touch the dial. OJ, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Webale kujja.